All right, guys. Good morning. Hope everyone is having a good morning here. Winning Wave, good morning. CJDV, White, N. All right, guys. So, what is your thoughts on the market? What are your thoughts on the market? Are we going up? Are we going down? Are we breaking out? Ideally, it does look like we are going to go down. We keep on forming lower highs, but now we're oversold on that 4-hour time frame. So I've made this very simple to everybody yesterday. I said if we hit that 70,005 target, I'm out. And currently, I am not in a Bitcoin trade. It doesn't make sense to be in a Bitcoin trade at the moment. The 1 hour is overbought. The 15 minutes oversold. I'm essentially waiting for this 15 minute to catch up. It already hit the top and it already broke trend. Okay. So now we're getting serious because now it looks like there's a big move coming off of this potential move right here, which could be a potential drop. Okay, this keeps on forming lower highs. Friday the 13th is coming up. I'm not sure what is going to happen because now we're throwing into a mix of the 4 hour being oversold. So the 4 hour is very, very oversold. Ty Scott, how you doing? 12 Supreme Rabbit, how you doing? All right, guys. So the 4 hour is very, very oversold. You are in a cup and handle. But at the same token, you are almost overbought on the 18-hour time frame. Okay, so there is absolutely no way you can call this market because higher time frames are looking like we're going to pump, but we keep on rejecting. Yesterday was a nice drop, right? We dropped all the way down to here. We formed a higher low. London opened up with a pump. But now we're hanging out at 70,001. And Bitcoin is completely oversold on the 15, completely oversold in the 4 hour with a golden cross approaching right here. Okay, so if I'm not saying don't trade, but what I'm saying is be very, very cautious. We are at a breaking point. We are at resistance. We are at support at the same time. If you go look at our liquidity gaps here on Bitcoin, right? Now we're 70,000, but if you go look at our liquidity gaps here on Bitcoin, we keep on revisiting this low right here. So I would not be trading this area, okay? I would only be trading up here at about 70,008 or at the break of this channel, okay? And not this trend line, this channel. We do have a death cross approaching, but again, we have that golden cross. Now, we can see Tokyo manipulated. Tokyo took out London's low. Well, Tokyo distributed. London and Tokyo kind of both distributed. I would say they both kind of distributed. Tokyo manipulated and took out New York's low, right? But until this 15-minute gets overbought, I am not taking a trade. And this 4 hours definitely weirding me out because we've got a golden cross right here. Like at the moment, I would say we're dropping, right? Yesterday, I said we're possibly going to pump. But the 15 minute is completely oversold. So once this 15 minute becomes overbought, then I'd be looking at shorting. Like if we're overbought in the 15 minute and we are around 70,009, sure, I would short probably down to about 68.4. Play the same song and dance over and over again. But at the moment, guys, we are just in a market that is no direction. If a YouTuber is coming on the live and saying we're going to pump or we're going to dump, I know I was pretty confident we were going to pump, and we did pump off of that New York low. We took out the New York low right here, right? So we took out this New York low. Tokyo, right? Tokyo took out the low right here. Boom. And then you can essentially get into a long on Tokyo. But then Tokyo recovered in a nice rounded bottom on London Open. London pumped to about 70,008, which is that resistance. And now New York is kind of ranging, okay? Which makes a lot of sense because it looks like Tokyo manipulated and then London distributed, okay? Now, it would make all the sense in the world to be shorting right now. But that 15 minute is too oversold for me. We did break trend. I want this 15 minute to come back up. Maybe it reaches 70,006. I don't know, whatever region that is. We do know we broke the uptrend here pretty much a long time ago. If you look at right here, we are kind of bouncing off of this trend line if you take this previous or prior low. So yeah, wild card in the market right now. I would say before dropping, we come up to here one more time. $15 becomes overbought. I do want to take a look at River though. So currently, guys, I am in no trades at the moment, okay? No trades at the moment for me. River's completely overbought. You are in this uptrend right here. I see potentially River coming back down to here or breaking out. Two things I see happening on River. That 4 hours completely overbought, but we are in that uptrend, that double bottom uptrend. That 1 hour is completely oversold, but we're kind of oversold in the 5 minute. We're oversold on the 15 minute as well. So I do want to keep an eye on River. I know lately I said I haven't been trading altcoins, but yeah, it's the reality. Solana short printing. There you go. Let's check out the Solana short. Yes, Solana is looking like a good short for sure. Well, I don't know if I'd call this a good short because it is in the middle, but if you're making money, you're making money, right? If you're making money, you are making money right here. I wouldn't really be trading this in the middle because it could go one of two directions. And even though Solana's a short, I don't know. I feel like we did break out on Solana, and it is just ranging at your VRVP, which is your volume profile, right? Guys, I'm not liking this golden cross. For shorting the market, I'm really not liking this golden cross. I don't know. It doesn't necessarily matter either. The golden cross could be invalidated. But now we're very, very oversold in the 4-hour time frame. At this fair value gap, you do have a bit of a triple top, right? So you have a triple top right here. All right, let's take a look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin's got zero movement. You're in the middle, so no trade. How about XRP? XRP has got zero movement again, so no trade. Bitcoin has got zero movement right now, so no trade. All right, the market is waiting for something. I would not be trading this morning, guys. I just wouldn't. There's nothing happening, really. If anything, I tell you what my play would be. My play, we want to protect our capital, right? Here is trading in the middle, and altcoins are going to follow. So I wouldn't be trading here. I'd be trading up here or down here. Pretty simple, right? Tim, killer thumbnail. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. No trade zone for the crypto market. I am in zero trades at the moment. How about hype? Do we have a drop coming up on hype here, or hype is hype going to pump? So hype is rejecting the conversion line. Sorry, guys, was coughing pretty bad there. Yeah, so hype is rejecting the conversion line. And hype is completely overbought with some bearish dive. that would have been an okay short up here around 38. But I can still see hype pushing up. So again, hype is going to be in a no trade because you're in the middle, right? Blessings, how you doing? Kingdom Come, how you doing? Enzo Chijoki, how you doing? Bossman, Analyze Gold, XAU, XAG. Okay, so everybody knows crypto is boring at the moment. So let's check out some commodities, all right? Commodities are boring too. Holy man, this market is ridiculous. Thomas, good morning. How you doing? Check out power if you can. Okay. Nothing. Silver's rejecting the resistance here. Maybe silver would have been a good short here. Definitely around 89, but it's oversold already. Like nothing is happening on silver. Nothing is happening on gold. I can already tell you guys that. Yep, nothing is happening on gold. So the whole market is absolutely flatline, guys. All right, flatline, completely flatline. And I know Bitcoin's dumping right now, guys, but I'm still not trading, okay? It is in the middle. I'm not trading. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait to see what happens. If I go in my liquidity gaps right here, Tyler, how you doing? Good morning. Rodney, interested in soybeans and wheat. Tyler, U.S. oil. Okay. So that is a big candle, right? You did hit the top here. Bottom to top. You bounced up. You faked out. So this would have been a good short if you caught it here. But I'm kind of waiting to see what New York is going to do. If anything, I would probably be entering a long down here, maybe at about 68.5, possibly. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not trading this, guys. So if you want to short, go ahead and short. But with that 15-minute oversold, I know there's going to be a move at some point. I also know that 1 hour is coming down. Right? But now we've tapped that resistance 3 times. So we tapped it once. We didn't break out. We tapped it twice. We didn't break out. And we tapped it 3 times. Okay, let's take a look at FET. Haven't looked at Fetch AI in a very, very long time. So FET's actually looking like a really good short. Yeah, Fetch AI looking like a really good short. See, this is a trade I'd be trading all day. This is a good short, I believe. If it becomes overbought in the 5-minute time frame, yeah, I'd probably look for a short right here. You've got resistance around right here. Right? Resistance right here. It comes back up to around 16. That would be a good short, probably to about 15.6. If you're scalping it. And at the moment, this is a scalping market. I know it hasn't. Right? So FET, yeah, you hit the top here. I wouldn't short it here. I'd wait for it to come back up here. And then it will make a lower high. You know what? There might be a trade here. There might be a trade lining up for Aave. Haven't looked at Aave in a minute. Nope, never mind. We missed the short. The trade would have been on Aave, but man, 111 would have been the trade. So here's what you guys could do. You guys could potentially play Aave. If it goes back up to here. About 111. Because now we're looking for trades because the market isn't really doing anything. Jack, nothing, zip, zada, right? So add alert on Aave right here. Aave actually has bullish divergence. Maybe Aave could be a good long here. If Aave has bullish divergence, that means Bitcoin is probably going to retrace back up here in a bit too. Yeah, there you go. Bitcoin has bullish dive now. Right? So Bitcoin has some bullish dive off of 69.4. 1 hour is dropping. So again, we're not looking for a long right now. We're looking for a short because the 1 hour is coming down. The 4 hour is pushing down, I believe. So we're waiting for this 15-minute to be overbought again. Whatever it is. Probably up here. We could probably get a trade on Aave, or we could probably get a trade on Bitcoin. Those would be my top at the moment. Aave or Bitcoin, right? Yeah, those would be my two trades at the moment, guys. And you could probably get Aave back to the top of the channel, maybe. Okay, let's take a look at power. So power did drop a lot. Power also broke out. I don't know. Power's weird. I cannot stand low caps like this. Yeah, it is in a rounded bottom. I don't know. I don't know. Power's looking okay, but I don't know if I would necessarily trade it. You guys, I'll be honest with you, and I'm going to say this from the bottom of my heart. And I know people are going to get upset when I say this, but a lot of you guys aren't traders. A lot of you guys are gamblers. A lot of you guys are not trying to make a business. A lot of you guys are trying to make a profit. When I started winning on trading was when I turned it into a business. And I'll tell you guys the trades that you're going to make money in crypto. If you go, right when I say that, we dropped off like 8 people. I really don't care. I'm trying to make you guys the money, right? There was a time where I would trade low caps. There definitely was a time where I would trade low caps, guys. And it was good, right? I would maybe enter a long right here. Non-financial advice. Stop loss on Aave. Yeah, Aave wouldn't be a bad long, maybe back to about 110, 111. I jumped in an Aave long here, just based on the fact that it is very, very oversold, but I will get out if it breaks. Like, pretty simple, right? But what I was going to say is a lot of people don't want to hear it. Yeah, I just jumped into an Aave long, guys. So we'll see what happens. A lot of people don't want to hear it, guys, but they're not traders. They're gamblers. They look at the top coins. They look at the coins that are going to make them money. Oh, what can I make 100% on? What could I make 200% on? I have a little homework for everybody here. And this is where this channel is going to be going, guys. I want people to make money. I don't want people to be gambling. If you want to be gambling, there's other channels you can go on. But I'll tell you what, if you guys want to make consistent money, follow the direction we're going to go on. Imagine you wait for a trade to get to the bottom like Aave, okay? Imagine that. You don't trade in the middle. You wait right here. You open up the morning. You open up the morning and you say, okay, so I'm looking at this potential trade. I've got an entry right here. Okay, here's an entry. Here's an entry. Okay. Here's an entry and here's an entry. So I've got 2 entries right here, okay? Then I'm going to take my long position if I'm going to get in a long here. I'm going to look at the top, and I'll get to stop loss in a bit. Maybe 105, but honestly, if it breaks this channel, I'm out. And I'm going to see this as a perfect 5 to 9 trade. Now, a lot of you guys give me these trades that are pumping and dumping. For example, okay, power. And I'm not picking on you, Thomas, by the way, at all. I'm just saying this because a lot of people want to look at low caps all the time. Okay. So, and there will be coins that are pumping in the low cap range, guys, like absolutely all day, right? So here we go. If we go from right here to right here and we see the breakout, power did break out, right? But if you line up a trade right here, let's say you get into a trade on the low cap coin, and I'm not just saying power, your stop loss would have to be outside of this channel, okay? That is a 1-to-5 ratio on the trade. Now, imagine if you got power right here when it was completely overbought. Now, I know the RSI could continue running, but now what you're looking at, right, is I don't know why I did that. Okay, whatever. Anyways, what you're looking at is the 1-to-5 trade because you're waiting. What I recommend is a lot of people right now, and this is in crypto, this is in trading, are rushing trades. Do you guys agree? You're trying to find the top trade, or do you not agree? And I'm not just saying power either. I'm saying anything, right? So again, Aave, okay, it might not work out. The trade might not work out. Bitcoin's dropping, right? And it also might work out. Stop loss 105. But I'm really timing my trades and my entries. A lot of what I see people, oh, I got in here, I got in here. A lot of you guys are getting in the middle. And I want to ask everybody a truthful question because I'll be honest, guys, I'm getting bored of doing normal lives. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to really help you guys time your entries. We could go over 1,000 coins. Sure. Ask any YouTuber to do that. I will get very bored doing that, right? So we could go over 1,000 coins and we could do the same thing. Well, guys, it could go here. It could go here. But if we start timing our entries on every single trade and lining it up for the next day, setting up our alerts, we're actually going to find real trade setups rather than saying, hey, look at this altcoin, look at this altcoin. I'm not here to look at altcoins. I'm here to make a profit. I'm here to look at make money. If you guys are watching on the computer, I don't think you care if Aave went to 122 or XRP went to $8. You're going to trade the same thing, right? So what I recommend you guys do, and I said this on the training, but I really mean this, is I recommend you guys start really planning out your day and your trades. Rather than just going from trade to trade to trade, start planning it out, okay? I don't normally give entries on the live, but at this point, I am just really bored of the industry of trading right now, and I feel like a lot of people aren't making money. Like this move right here, sure, we should have caught this move in the morning, but I was busy doing something, and Bitcoin was oversold on the 15-minute time frame, right? So here's how we're going to go about this, guys. I wanted to make this change last night, but I had to meet up with somebody, so we had to end the live a bit early. But what we're going to do is we're going to go over a day on these lives. We're going to completely switch up how we do these lives in the New York session, in the Tokyo session, in the London session. The first 15 minutes is going to be going to scan every trade we possibly can, okay? Every trade, boom, 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 Bitcoin, direction, boom, boom, boom. We do the same thing over and over again. We look at USDT, we look at this, we look at that. But the reality is it doesn't really matter. It doesn't. It kind of does, but it doesn't. Sure, be aware of that, but it doesn't. So I want to take this channel on a different direction. So what we're doing is we're looking at planning out trades. And The real Maverick, how you doing? I made about 4K in the last week with your help. Well, you're about to make a lot more, okay? About to make a lot more. I'm about to do things that other YouTubers aren't going to do. So if you're in on the Aave trade, you're already in profit. The tweezer reversal right here is forming. Okay, you got tweezer reversal right here. Boom. Right? And you can see Aave coming up with that bullish dive. So why did I go to Aave? I went to Aave because Aave is a slow mover, but when it moves, it absolutely rips. Just like Bitcoin, right? So if I look at my resistance here, my resistance is about 110.41. That is going to be my resistance. However, my 1 hour is completely almost oversold. Mini Moog at the dentist, but I hit the like perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to line up our day right now. We're already in a trade. We're in Aave. Stop loss, I'll make it 105. But really, if it breaks that channel, guys, it is going to drop. All right. But if you look right here and you take your fib, you are bouncing off of your 618. Okay. So we're bouncing off the 618. Yes, the 1 hour is still dropping, which I don't like. But that 15-minute with that bullish dive is beautiful. That bullish divergence is very, very beautiful. You've got bullish dive here, oversold. And then what do you guys think I'm going to do after I get out of my Aave trade? I'm going to go line up a Bitcoin short. Crazy. So I just made $1,000 on Aave potentially. And now I'm going to go over to Bitcoin. I'm going to say, okay, so I know we're dropping. Probably made $1,000 there. Probably looking at Bitcoin hitting the top. I'm probably going to take a trade right here. So how I line up my trades for the day, I don't know why I still have it on Rodney. Suggests you make a market crash scenario. Market crash scenario is really, really hard because the 4 hours overbought. I don't want to start making a market crash scenario until we break this support right here. Okay. But again, I'm going to take that Aave win and I'm going to short Bitcoin at the top. So did I expect to find a trade this morning? No. But I want to make sure on every live moving forward, I'm going to do coin calls, guys, and more so for super chats moving forward too, like as we get monetized, because I really want to make sure you guys are making money. We can make coin calls all day. And I imagine people want coin calls, but I imagine you guys want to make money, right? Thank you, Josh. I made money from last night trade. You are the best. Awesome. Appreciate it. So my take profit on Aave, guys, potentially this plays out would be about initially about 110, right? Initially 110. You've got about 56 minutes left on this 4 hour close. You're oversold in the 15-minute. But I will say Aave could potentially pump to 112. Okay. So 110 to 112 would be my take profit. And I'm not looking to make any more profit. I'm really looking to take my profit and not be greedy. All right. But now we got Bitcoin. So here's Bitcoin. What I'd be doing with Bitcoin is potentially, if you want, you could long right here. We're very, very oversold in the 15. We're very, very oversold on the 5, right? And we're bouncing off of this trend right here, which is about 69,300, 69,400. We're also riding this 1 hour, and we're very, very oversold on the one. Well, we're dropping on the 1 hour, but we're oversold in that 4 hour time frame. So already we had how many times to drop? 1, 2, 3, and we haven't dropped. Don't you think that is a bit weird if you're looking for shorts? Right? Just a bit weird to me, okay? So if you guys are in the Aave trade, you're definitely making money. We're almost up $100. I'm not on a crazy long. I'm on a 7x long, right? 7x long. I know my 1 hour is dropping, so I'm not going to make it crazy, but enough to make, you know, $700 to $1,000 roughly. Let's see how our river trade is doing. I do want to line up an entry on river because it is dropping at the moment, but you have a trend line right here. And I bet river's going to bounce off of this trend line, right? So looks like river's going to bounce off this trend line when it's oversold. And then I would possibly be looking for a long on river because we know river is going to come up to 24. So we want to catch the move most likely, but we got to wait for that to, personally for me, bounce off that trend line. 15 minutes coming down, but we're not really dropping either. So there's a couple things there. All right. Has Bitcoin price bottomed yet? Analyst says we're not there yet. Hit that like button, guys. I appreciate you guys all for joining the live. Shout out to everybody on the live, guys. Thank you for coming on. New York is in, honestly, New York is in a bit of range. And I'm going to tell you guys why New York is in a bit of range. Following AMD, Tokyo, right? Tokyo manipulated. If you're just tuning in here, Tokyo manipulated and took out New York's low. London distributed. And honestly, New York went for Tokyo's low, but New York is really just ranging at the moment. Like you can see New York is in a little bit of a range here. Hit that like button, guys. I really appreciate you for joining. This is honestly going to be the lives that you guys make money on. Well, we go for the trades, right? Like Aave is ranging, not really doing anything. I expect Aave to range into this 4 hour. I know we are rejecting on that fair value gap here, but we have that little bit of a rounded bottom. I would have liked to get Aave right here, down here at about 106. Unfortunately, couldn't do it. So now we're just waiting for this bullish, beautiful bullish dive to play out. Yeah, Aave's got ridiculous bullish divergence right now. That is telling me a move is going to come in the market. Even right here, bullish dive on the 1 hour. But you are waiting for that 4 hour to drop. You could also invalidate. You could also invalidate this little pump here too, keep in mind. We are dropping on the stochastic, so if Aave ends up breaking and ends up breaking, I lose $100. Oh well. But I did put myself in a very good position to lose very little if Aave goes the wrong way, right? And that's the name of the game here, guys. All we're doing is putting ourselves in a very good position to lose very little. We can't expect to win all the time. You got to be a good loser in crypto if you're or trading. If you're not a good loser, you shouldn't go look for a full-time job, right? Do I regularly use leverage? Yes, I do. Yeah, I do regularly use leverage. So if I'm looking at Aave here, I can just to kind of draw out my channel, guys, we can see. We can see we keep ranging at this gap here, right? We're essentially bouncing off of this low. So we could revisit 106 area, but I'm taking this low to this high, and I'm looking at about 112. I would like 112. 112 would make me very happy. 111.50 would be okay too. The other thing is Aave is actually in a falling wedge. So we may skyrocket, essentially, right? We possibly could skyrocket. Hit the like button, Tyler. I appreciate you. Okay, let's check out US 30. I mean, oil. Wait, which oil pair? Which oil pair do you trade? There's too many. Why am I going to US 30? I don't know why I'm going to Dow Jones, obviously, but so I'm curious what you guys think. Do you think the market is going to drop, or do you think the market is going to pump? As I say that, Bitcoin starts dropping, right? But I don't. Yeah, there's a possibility we break this. But I would say we're pretty bottomed. Jenna, hello. Oil, more or less, how you doing? Steven says drop, okay? I don't know. Something is telling me this market is going to pump. Stream is going good. Thank you. Something is telling me we are going to pump. And this is actually intuition now. At this point, I'm not even going off TA. I'm going off intuition. Because TA is showing me that we're bullish on the higher time frames, right? Okay, so again, if you're just tuning into the live, guys, we are on an Aave trade at the current moment. And if you are in that Aave trade, you are absolutely in profit. We had a little bit of a fake out right here. Boom, down to 107. I changed my long to a 10x long, by the way. Now we're rocking and rolling. Now we're basically waiting for this 1 hour to settle. 30 minute to become oversold. 30 minute is 20 minute. Yeah, look at this, guys. This Aave has bullish dive written all over the place. Tell me what is going to happen in the market. Because I'm telling you guys what, Aave is a trade that runs with Bitcoin, right? Safest way to store crypto for someone new, a Trezor or a Ledger wallet. Actually, official link. I'm not giving you an affiliate link. I probably should be, but I'm not. Here you go. Trezor wallet is my favorite. Go to the official link. Don't buy off Amazon. Don't buy off anything like that. I also like Ledger too, but there you go. USO. Okay. USO on the NASDAQ. And I'll be honest with you guys, normally I'm not long in the market, right? Normally I'm not long in the market at all. Normally I'm shorting it. This is actually a very nice inverse head and shoulder here on the oil fund. Look at that inverse head and shoulder. Wow, that's beautiful. That is a beautiful setup. This would have been really, really nice, guys, to get into in this area. Like dynamite. Absolutely wicked. So it's going to pop for sure. Wow, that would have been an amazing setup right here. All right, back to the boring Bitcoin, right? Yeah, we're looking good. Bang, right off that area. Now I'll tell you guys why I didn't long Bitcoin and I longed Aave. Because sure, we were bouncing off a trend here on Bitcoin, but the reality is Bitcoin actually could have went down to here. Aave could have dropped too. But I'm essentially just playing my channel. Good stuff, good stuff. I like Aave. I should continue playing Aave. I keep forgetting why I don't. So we've got about 40 minutes left on this close, guys, but it looks like there's a dynamite move coming into the market. Absolutely dynamite of a move. Hit that like button if you have not, guys. Let's run it up. This is a really good New York session this morning. A move is coming, guys. I'm telling you right now, something is absolutely coming. Let's check out. I want to go back to FET. So when FET silver sold here, it could be a good long. If we break out. If we could break out of this, FET would be a dynamite long. And it looks like FET wants to run. Again, you have this golden cross here. Rounded bottom, golden cross. Hit that like button if you haven't, guys. I appreciate you guys for joining the live. We're going to end the live there. We're over an hour for the New York session. Make sure you guys go to beastlimitless.com. If you're new, it is completely free. I post trade setups. I post updates here. All right. I post the thumbnails. I post the lives. Right? Expecting a huge move on Bitcoin soon, either a big pump or one big red candle. And guess what happened? We had one big red candle into the Tokyo session, right? So make sure you guys go sign up for beastlimitless.com. It's completely free. I do not want money from you. And that is all I got for you guys today. It does look like we are going to get a move. At least back to the top here. Potentially even a breakout. But Aave is going to be a very, very nice trade, especially once we flatten out on this 1 hour. My Discord name is Beast Limitless Trading. Speaking of Discord, guys, yeah, go follow our Discord. We stream to Discord too, as well. Or not Discord. Twitch. What am I talking about? Discord. Sorry, Twitch. Tim, are you in a long or a short? Look at that, guys. We are pumping. We are moving up a bit. We're already at 69.9, and Bitcoin is oversold on the 15-minute time frame. So I hope that Aave trade works out for everybody. Stop loss 105. Potential take profit about 110, 111, but ultimately 112. Because here's the thing. We have bullish dive now on Aave, which is pretty much the whole thing. So I could see just one big candle coming up on Aave here. One big candle. And then ultimately on Bitcoin too, right? To at least the top. Okay. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you very much for joining the live. And take care. We'll talk to everybody later. Wait, London live today, guys, 1 a.m. London live, 1 a.m. I'm sorry, I'm not on Discord. What am I talking about? Beast Limitless Trading is how you can get a hold of me, or beastlimitless@icloud.com. If you're trying to talk about collaborations or stuff. So beastlimitless.com, completely free to join, or beastlimitless@icloud.com. Okay. But yeah, let's rock it, guys. Let's make some money off this setup. Intuition, baby, intuition. Sometimes follow it. It'll take you far in life. Holy, Ave's pumping. And now I'm okay going back to altcoins, all right? There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, guys, share your profit in the wins, all right? I want to see the wins. Holy, Bitcoin's moving. That is a candle. Okay, so share your wins, guys, in beastlimitless.com. I want to see them, all right? Did I not? Oh. There you go. Okay, have a great day, fam. Enjoy the live. Enjoy the profits. Take care. Set your stop losses, profit. Protect.